Hey, it's Wednesday. I made it. Hey, right on. Hey, it's Wednesday. Didn't think you'd see me, did ya? Well, here I am. So, let's get on with the video. Because I can't think of anything else to say. So, let's watch the video. Hey everyone, Neil back again for Real Terrain Hobbies. It has been a week. I think I sent out the last one on Tuesday, my last video I did on the swinging doors. And it is Tuesday night, and I'm going to have this out for Wednesday. Like I said, I know I haven't been sticking to that very well, but Wednesdays, I think I'm going to do it. This isn't going to be a big how-to video or anything like that, where I get really up and close with, you know, the whole process and all that. It's going to be a very lightly edited video, so something I can get out to you guys nice and quickly. That was pretty lame. There we go. That's better snap. Something nice and snappy out to you guys, and that I can do on a regular basis. And I still plan on doing the more intensely edited videos and tutorials and work log. I don't know if I want to call them tutorials. Seems like everybody's doing a tutorial nowadays. I guess maybe they are tutorials, but let's stick with work log, and you can just see how I do my work and how I do this sort of stuff. So yeah, that's what I'll call them, work logs for now. Maybe I'll call them tutorials. Still, who knows? Anyway, moving on. So today, this week, I've been, or the last couple weeks, I've been quite busy, as you can see. We've got not only our second level progressed quite a bit more than you saw last time. My last, I guess that was the trailer video. And now I've got my third level and even a fourth level. Look at that, I started on the fourth level. So yeah, I've got quite a bit going on here. Maybe let's just, I'll zoom on in and I will show you a little more detail what I've got going on here, and show you what I've been busy with over the past few weeks, and we can talk a little bit more about that. And also, I want to say 100 subscribers, that's super awesome, super stoked. It seemed like it's only been maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, where I was talking about having 10 subscribers, and the majority of that, excuse me, the majority of that being my friends and my family. And then, yeah, so now here we are over 100. I think I'm at 106 as of this video, or of right now, Tuesday night. I can't think of the date off the top of my head, end of March. And yeah, so thanks to all the new subscribers who've come to the channel. I hope you stick around. I hope you like it. Please comment, everybody, comment below on what you like. I can see in the likes of my videos that you guys really liked the vlog I did, the up and close, you know, work log that I had done on, I guess it was the second level, starting the second level. And you guys seem to like that one. So I'll try to do more of those. I'm also going to do these just to keep things regular and on schedule. But anyway, comment, let me know what you like, what you want to see more of, what you don't like. And I'll try to accommodate that. So anyway, let's jump on in, and we can go over what I've been up to, and I can reveal to you what I need yet to do and what I plan on doing. So let's come on in. Okay, so here we are up close and personal, and as you can see, I've got some Reaper miniatures here, and this building is turning out to be quite a bit larger than what I was really anticipating. I don't know if I want to say the scale is off. I know the stairs, they seem to be a little bigger, but actually ended up making them that size because I wanted them to be able to fit miniatures on and to be usable in any kind of tabletop setting, gaming setting. So those stairs are a little on the larger side, but you know, putting the mini next to them, I think they still work and are fine. The doors are good. However, I do have my Descent minis from the Descent game, and they are quite a bit smaller in scale than the Reaper. I don't know what the scale, which one is 28 mil, and maybe these Reapers are 30. I'm not even sure. Or maybe these guys are smaller than 28. I don't know, but they seem to be a little bit out of scale in comparison. But I know these Reaper guys, they seem to fit. They are perfectly fine. Putting them up in the top level here, or even, let's take this off, inside, you know, this guy's, let's get him a little closer there. You know, you can see him there. He seems to be fine. His head, if you put him up against the wall, and I got some flooring to go in yet, so he's almost touching the roof, you know. So I'm not too concerned about it. Initially, I was thinking, uh-oh, I hope I'm not making this in the wrong scale, but it seems to be working fine. And actually, let me just grab one of these foreground buildings here and compare it. So when you compare it to foregrounds buildings, let me put this level back on here. It is a very large building when you compare the two. And so I'm not going to be calling this a house anymore. It's now an inn. It's you know, it's a big house, and yeah, even for some kind of wealthy merchant or something along those lines, it's a little on the large side. But it does work definitely as an inn. But you can see when we compare the two, again, let's take off this third level. And looking at the two, it's on the two levels, each having two levels, it's quite a bit shorter. The foreground building is. So, you know, the foreground buildings definitely seem to fit these Descent guys much better, and the scale seems more fitting to them. But these Descent guys, even inside, they seem to work out well. And if we look at them down inside the building, they look good on the inside. So, you know, hard to say. Anyway, what I'm getting at is I'm going to be calling this now an inn. It's no longer a fantasy house, but an inn, maybe a large bed and breakfast, maybe, I don't know. Below, I was thinking it could be a separate shop of some kind, you know, whatever kind of shop. And then the inn on the upper level, you know, having a shop sign down below, and then the inn sign above. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But anyway, let's get into the details of what I've been doing and working away on here. You can see right off the bat, you probably noticed the roof, and I'm quite happy with him. Let me just focus a little better on that. So yeah, I went ahead and put some shingles on and decided to put the roof over top of this window here. And initially, it's a burnt umber. I painted it. I didn't stain these shingles, and I put each of the shingles on. I cut them and put them on with the 1/16 balsa sheet. I cut them out, and I didn't stain them. I glued them on unstained, and then I painted it. And I initially painted it a light brown with some white dry brushing and a black wash, and it actually turned out really quite cool. It was I was really impressed with it but it had that really old aged look to it. Like it didn't look new. I didn't have the, it would have given the building a really old look. It looked really realistic. It looked really good. But I wanted something a little more clean, a little more fresh and new looking. So I put a burnt umber over top of that. And then I did the dry brush with the white and put in the dark washes there. I even put some dark green. I don't think you can really see too much of that, but when you're looking at it with the naked eye, you can see. And I put some little chunks of moss flocking in there too, here and there. But anyway, I'm quite happy with that. These little guys, the balsa here, I cut them out and I soaked them in some water for a couple hours, and I was able to get that nice bend, and I just used it wrapped in elastic around the top to hold those in place while the glue dried. And yeah, it turned out to be a pretty nice effect. And so that's what I did with this guy. And this top level, this is not the top level, this is the fourth level. But I'm actually, this is going to stay a single piece and it'll be a part of the fourth. But I'm going to make this probably right around this level here. It will be the roof that can come off, the little tip of the roof. So actually inside here will be the attic space. So one more level. So 1, 2, 3, 4 playable levels. It'll be, there won't be too much room, but I'll have lots of rafters and lots of, yeah, it'll be a pretty small space, but it'll be a neat, just kind of little hideout, whatever you can do, you know, when in your campaigns, you know, whatever, some kind of, you know, old dusty attic, who knows what's up in there, right? So anyway, I'll do that up in there, and then have a little top. And then also what I plan to do for this third level is have a window coming out the side with a little roof there, and also the same here, maybe 2 even, 1 here and 1 here, with the chimney coming up. And as you can see, I was planning on cutting this out here, but I was not thinking, I was always planning on cutting through the balsa square dowel piece that I glued on. I just glued it on and I was going to cut it out, but then I went ahead and put these panels in without even thinking, but that's just going to get cut out. And the chimney is going to come up, and I think it's just going to be one solid piece up to roughly the height of the peak. I don't know if I want to go that high with it. We'll see. I'll test it out and see what looks good. And that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of just winging this thing as I go. As you saw in the initial drawing, it's turning out to be quite a bit different from that. And that takes time, actually, trying to figure out as I go how I'm going to do it. This whole front end just kind of, you know, came to be. I was looking at references online, Tabletop World, and I kind of got some elements out of that stuff. And then also I was looking at some half timber houses online too, to get some ideas. A lot of France buildings. They got some pretty sweet places. I'd really like to visit there someday, but I think that'd be a little out of my price range for travel. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, that's where I kind of got the ideas for some of this stuff. But like I said, I'm still kind of winging it as I go. I got a lot of the paneling done. As you can see, I got these rafters in with some columns and angle braces on there too. And I mean, all this takes a lot of time. This is a hefty job, and you know, this thing's got some detail to it, and it eats up a lot of time. I'm trying to do less time editing and more time with the actual building of, or building the building. And so that's kind of why I'm doing this video right now, and I spent a lot less time on the computer this last week. But I'm really happy with the front, the face. Let me focus that a little better again. Like these little guys on these cantilevers here. I don't know. I'm sure there's a technical name for them. I should look this stuff up and see. But I initially didn't have these two in place. But I went ahead and cut them in. It was just straight across right here. But I cut those in, and which one? These two right here. And it just adds a whole nother level to the whole front of detail, and then adding each of these guys, these little supports, these decorative supports, I guess I'll call them, for now, really makes this whole front end pop. And I started out by doing these 4 up here, and I really liked how those looked, so I thought, yeah, I got to throw those in on the bottom there as well. And yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. And as you can see, this thing is painted black, and that's because I learned from the first level, when I put the floor in place, the hardwood floor, there's a lot of spaces in between, and those spaces, I just left the foam board underneath white, and you could see a lot of that white, and it didn't look good. I did my best to cover that up with a black wash, and it helped. Yeah, so this time around I went and painted the floor. Same with the second level, painted the floor black. These walls are painted black too, because I'm going with wood panels instead of plaster. Like I'm plastering the second level, it's going to be all plaster, interior and exterior. And you can see I've got the for the second level here, I've got the wood panels to do on the interior walls, and then also I'm going to be adding in some walls to make some rooms and have a, I think I'm going to have a doorway here, in and out, and then another room, and a big room in the front. So another 4 doors yet to do. And I need to do something a little different for the interior door jamb as well, because the big 3/8 dowel that I use, which is this guy, which is a lot bigger than the 1/4 inch that I've been using to frame out, say in this level here. This has all been 1/4 inch dowel and square dowel. And this big stuff is mostly hidden, where I put my hinges is hidden in the plaster, so you don't see it. But on the interior levels, I'm not going to be able to hide that, so I got to figure out a different system for creating my swinging doors, a different door for the door jambs. But anyway, so yeah, so basically what to say, yeah, this third level, it's going to be wood panels all the way around, inside and out. And I actually ended up cutting the foam for each of these walls in half with my Alpha razor knife, just to thin them out, because I didn't want them looking super thick and bulky, adding on the 16th layer or 1/16 of an inch balsa on either side. It would have just ended up making things look way too thick and clunky. So I managed to cut those very carefully, very slowly, and I was able to do a pretty good job of cutting them in half, you know, lengthwise, and getting that width halved. I think it's, well, I think, no, 3/16 of an inch is what the foam core is. So I guess that would be, quick math, 3/32. Yeah, 3/32 is what it's more or less trimmed down to. And that way my walls are a lot thinner and will look a lot better when I put all the wood panels on. So, yep, there I am with that. This here is gonna have, this is the third floor. It's gonna be mostly wide open in here, in this bigger area, and then this will be a room with a wall going across, either across here or here, we'll see. And with some more windows there, and also windows at the back here. And yeah, so that's the third floor. Second floor, like I said, more paneling to do and all that. I ended up putting these curved pieces at the back, which I think adds some nice character. Got to get some stone on the chimney. And I'm still at the same place. I think from the last time I talked about the first level, I haven't tried to tackle painting these inner walls yet. I'm sort of, I don't want to say nervous, I guess a little nervous, because I haven't tried painting that plaster, and I don't want to get too much paint on the wood. But anyway, we'll give that a go here. And I also have a lot of touch-up painting to do on the stone and getting some moss effects and things like that in there. So anyway, I just thought this would be one of those videos where I can just show you what I've been doing throughout the week. I didn't spend any time on the computer, like I said, just so I can get a lot more done on this and make some more progress here. And yeah, so I hope you guys are liking the project. It's a big project. So just bear with me on it, and I think we're going to do some lots of heavy detailed projects like this. This is what I kind of plan, I think, on doing with this channel, and it's called Real Terrain Hobbies because I'm trying to go for a real, you know, realistic is what realistic as possible is what my aim is to make these my models and my terrain. So that's what I'm shooting for anyway. So there you have it. And what else to say? Not too much, just that keep staying tuned. Next week I'll do another video. I'm also going to work, let's just raise this up so you can see my ugly mug again. Okay. And some focusing right there. So anyway, stay tuned, and next week, next Wednesday, I'm going to do my very, very best to get another video out, and if it has to be one of these, so be it, but I'm going to be working away on the computer again at getting some of the more detailed editing done. I've been filming as I go. Everything I'm doing, I'm filming in it. I'm trying to cut that down also and just not get every last tiny detail put in there, because that would be hours and hours and hours of footage. So anyway, yeah, so there you have it, guys. I'll give you some nice close-ups again at the end of the video. And so yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks to all my new subscribers. I hope you stick around. I hope you like the channel. I hope it brings something new to the whole terrain scene. And if not, even if it's the same old, I hope you still like it. It's fun. I like doing it. And it's really pushing me to like this. This would be taking me a long time. I'd probably slowly pick away at it throughout the year, but I mean, because I got this channel to do, and I really want to, you know, keep everybody involved. It's really pushing me to work away at this stuff. So I got some good, sweet builds planned in front of this. This is just a taster, guys. So spread the word, spread the yeah, share the channel, and thanks for coming by, and thanks for everybody's support. Hope you liked the last video. I had some fancy effects in there. That was just a trial on Adobe After Effects, and that trial's run dry. And if I want to get that, I basically have to go from 20 bucks a month on my Adobe Premiere, which is what I edit videos in, to 50 to get the whole package, or I could go 20 and then another 20 for that program, so 40 US. I'm in Canada. So anyway, we're not quite there yet. I don't know if I'm going to be yeah, buying that and spending that kind of cash anytime soon, but maybe down the road I'll have a donate button or something if you guys want to help me out. But anyway, enough of that, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. See you guys.